Tragedy of Karbala is related to the inheritance of the prophets and their vicegerents. Therefore, the predictions regarding this tragedy have been made since the inception of prophethood. As it is not possible to reproduce all the prophecies here, we content ourselves with a few important ones in this video. Hazrat Adam alayhi salam. When Hazrat Adam alayhi salam, the first caliph of Allah, was made to descended on the earth, he was aggrieved from having to forego paradise. He was repentant for having committed tarki aula, forsaking a preferable act. Alone in such a wide world, his loneliness augmented his grief. The saddest part of it all was his separation from Jannah Hawa. Adam alayhi salam repented and wept day and night and prayed for his reunion with Hawa. He searched for her wherever possible. During his search, he happened to pass through the land of Nineveh. When he reached there, he sobbed uncontrollably. He was restless. His grief was shattering him. He pleaded with the Almighty Allah, "Have I committed another tarki aula upon reaching this land, and there is an increase in my grief, sorrow, restlessness, and discomfort?" The Almighty Allah informed him through the revelation, "O Adam, you have neither committed a sin nor tarki aula. Rather, this is the land where my righteous servant and your descendant Hussain will be martyred. He will call out for help, but none will come forward to help and assist him. His sight will be blurred due to thirst and hunger. His enemies will surround him, and he will be martyred by being beheaded." Hazrat Adam alayhi salam pleaded to Allah, "O Allah, what should I do to reduce my grief?" Allah the Almighty answered him, "Invoke curse upon Yazid and the other killers of Hussain alayhi salam." Hazrat Adam alayhi salam invoked curse upon Yazid, due to which his sorrow diminished. He had hardly walked a few steps from Karbala towards the mountain of Arafat that he met Jannah Hawa. Hazrat Nuh alayhi salam. Divine retribution befell the people of Nuh alayhi salam. The great deluge drowned the whole world, bearing a few who were 82 in numbers and had boarded the ark. When it reached Karbala, after deflecting the force of the stormy waves, gigantic waves tossed in vehemently, and it seemed to be meted its end. Hazrat Nuh alayhi salam prayed to the Almighty, "O my Allah, I have cruised the whole world in my ark, but the fear, sorrow, and grief felt at this spot is unparalleled." On which Hazrat Jibreel alayhi salam descended and said, "O Nuh, this is the place where the grandson of my beloved Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the son of the best of my vicegerents Ali alayhi salam will be martyred. Who will be his killer?" inquired Nuh alayhi salam. Hazrat Jibreel alayhi salam rejoined, "His killer will be Yazid, who is cursed upon by the residents of the earth as well as the sky." Hence, Nuh alayhi salam began to repeatedly invoke curse upon Yazid, and the ark was saved from the deadly storm. Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam. It is narrated that once Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam was riding through the plains of Karbala when his horse tripped and fell along with his rider. The friendly Khalil of Allah, Ibrahim, remembered his Lord and extended his hand in prayer. "Did I commit some mistake that I am punished thus?" Immediately, the trustworthy Jibreel alayhi salam descended and informed him, "O Prophet of Allah, you have not committed any sin, but this is the area where the descendant of Ismail alayhi salam, the grandson of Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the beloved son of Ali alayhi salam will be martyred. His name is Hussain alayhi salam." On hearing this name of Hussain alayhi salam, Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam began to weep incessantly. Willingly, he inquired about the assassinator. Jibreel alayhi salam responded, "The most evil man, Yazid." When the Kalam was ordered to inscribe upon the law tablet the name of Yazid, it also inscribed a curse after Yazid's name without being ordered to do so. The Almighty Allah was pleased by this act of Qalam and said, "You have done very well." Hence Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam began to curse Yazid relentlessly. Instantly, his horse was endowed with the power of speech, and it said, Ameen. After every curse, then the horse said, O friend of Allah, when you fell off my back, I was very ashamed, but now I have realized that my fall was due to the omen of this evil Yazid. Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam. History chronicles that the sheep of Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam grazed at the bank of the Euphrates river. One day Ismail alayhi salam shepherd informed him that the animals had been refusing to drink water since the last few days. Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam came to the sheep and inquired the reason for their action. They responded in eloquent Arabic, we were informed that your descendant and the grandson of the last prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam will be martyred here after being deprived of water for 3 days. With true desire to experience his thirst, who will be his killer? Asked Ismail alayhi salam. Yazid, who is cursed by the inhabitants of the earth as well as the skies. Hazrat Ismail alayhi salam to pray to the Almighty Allah to curse Yazid. Hazrat Musa alayhi salam. Once Hazrat Musa alayhi salam was passing through Karbala when the strap of his sandal broke and thorns pricked his feet, due to which they were badly injured. He implored, O Allah, why I am punished thus? Allah revealed, this is not a punishment. This is the place where the blood of Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam grandson will be shed. His killer shall be Yazid. The jinn, men, animals and birds will curse Yazid. I wish that your blood also mixes with his purified blood. Hearing this, Hazrat Musa alayhi salam also cursed Yazid. Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam. Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam was sitting on his special mat when he ordered the wind to fly him. On receiving the order, the wind carried the mat on her shoulders and started flying. On reaching the plains of Karbala, the wind brought that mat slowly on the earth. Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam reprimanded the wind for this sudden landing. Explaining her action, she said, this is the place where Hazrat Hussain alayhi salam will be martyred. Hence, I am unable to move. Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam inquired, who is Hussain? The wind replied, grandson of Ahmad Mukhtar and son of Haidar Karrar. His killer will be Yazid. At this, Hazrat Sulaiman, along with all men and jinn, cursed Yazid. With its blessing, the wind started blowing and the mat of Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam recommenced its flight. Hazrat Isa alayhi salam. Traditions record that once during a journey along with his companions, Hazrat Isa alayhi salam reached Karbala. A tiger blocked their path. Hazrat Isa alayhi salam questioned the tiger the reason for its action. Allah the Almighty gave speech to the tiger and he replied, O Prophet of Allah, this is the place where the grandson of the unlettered Prophet Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam will be martyred. Until you curse his killer, I will not allow you to go further. Finally, Hazrat Isa alayhi salam cursed the killer of Imam Hussain alayhi salam and the tiger went on his way.